expanded our search to Ogama. So we have a team, from what you just saw here, already on the way up there.
A tip leading police to Ogama County's Prescott in the search for a missing Flushing woman. 60-year-old Kelly McWhirter didn't show up for work Monday morning and hasn't been seen in days.
Investigators found large amounts of blood at her home, and a body bag with traces of blood was found in the truck belonging to her estranged husband, Stephen Higgins, making him the prime suspect. When investigators located Higgins in Montrose Township early yesterday morning, they say he shot himself. The Genesee County Sheriff's Office says the search effort for McWhirter is now a recovery mission, calling it a homicide investigation.
Elise joins us live from Prescott in Ogama County, one of the last places Stephen Higgins was known to be just hours before he took his own life after police found him. Elise.
Shock and fear here for some in the small community of Prescott after learning Stephen Higgins, the now dead accused man in this homicide case, was spotted here Tuesday. This investigation has taken a turn for the worse as law enforcement feverishly works on the recovery of Flushing's Kelly McWhirter. There was a small but brief law enforcement presence in Prescott earlier today, about 2 to 2:30, at a home on the 4,000 block of Tall Timber Trail. Genesee County Sheriff Chris Swanson says a tip from a woman who lives there is what led deputies here. She told them that Higgins, a friend of her late husband, asked to do some work in her yard Tuesday. But once friends of hers learned Tuesday night that Higgins was wanted by authorities, they told her and she told Higgins to leave, and he did. We know, according to the sheriff, in the early morning hours of Wednesday, Higgins shot himself in Montrose after being pulled over by police, but still there was no sign of McWhirter. People who live near the tipster's home in Prescott told me they hadn't noticed anything suspicious. Also, because it's hunting season, they tend to see different people around, but they said they're afraid to know something like this happened.
Scared of what is happening in the world today? Not really. No, it's just a small community here.
It's pretty surprising, but it is a remote area. I just hope everything gets resolved.
And that's what everyone is hoping for at this time. We know that McWhirter has children and grandchildren. We know that she is loved and respected by her colleagues in Genesee County. But that just shows you how expensive this case is right now. We're dealing with 2 states, Ohio and Michigan, multiple counties as well. And it's a very, very tough investigation. But we know that there are a lot of questions that still remain. So if you have any information, maybe a doorbell camera that's been able to capture some surveillance between October 13th and October 18th, excuse me, whether it's McWhirter's white Hyundai, whether it's Higgins' dark-colored F-150, you're asked to call those tips in to 911. And if you do have those tips, you can still remain anonymous. As for what's happened here in Prescott, that's information that we're waiting to learn. We have reached out to Sheriff Chris Swanson to get an update, and we'll have that for you as information becomes available. For now, live in Ogama County, Elise Ramey, back to you.